Taiwan presidential candidates launching another charm campaign as they bear their policies in a third televised presentation. The campaign is heating up with just 2 weeks to go till the 11th of January election. Now, it's a three-cornered fight between incumbent Tsai Ing-wen of the ruling Democratic Progressive Party, Kuo-yu of the opposition Kuomintang, and James Soong of the centre-right People First Party. Victoria Jen joins us from Taipei right now with the latest. So, Vic, it's the third round of policy presentations. So what are they tackling this time?
Well, this round of policy address has turned into a roast of President Tsai Ing-wen. Now, both KMT's Kuo-yu and PFP's James Soong spent most of their time criticizing Tsai's administration. Han accused Tsai of using her power to benefit those close to her and ignore the sufferings of the people. He also criticized her for creating fear among the Taiwanese rather than prosperity. He said her controversial economic policies had also put tens of thousands of companies and factories out of business. And James Soong, on the other hand, criticized Tsai's China policy, which put cross-strait relations into reverse gear. And as a result, the lives of many Taiwanese that depend heavily on tourism and the Chinese market are suffering. So he said it's important that Tsai must be voted out of office this time. Otherwise, cross-strait relations will only get worse, and their lives will only get worse. And now, in her defense, President Tsai said all their allegations came from their misunderstanding of the real situation. As a president, she said she has accomplished a lot, but they have only nitpicked problems without providing any solution. And under her leadership, many reforms have made progress, and she will need 4 more years for the reforms to produce real results.
Vic, we're just about 2 weeks to go to the elections. How are the three candidates doing at the opinion polls?
Well, according to the latest polls by Apple Daily, President Tsai has 47% public support. That puts her way ahead of the KMT rival Kuo-yu by more than 30 percentage points. That's the biggest gap ever between the two leading candidates. And some attribute the widening gap to the fact that Han has flopped his recent policy addresses. He had made little mention of any substantial policies in his presentation. Instead, he spent most of the time criticizing Tsai's government and leadership, and that didn't bode well with most Taiwanese. And meantime, Han is facing a recall from Kaohsiung City residents who were upset that he ran for president only months after he took office as mayor. And so far, more than 300,000 Kaohsiung residents have filed a petition to impeach the mayor. And the city is expected to hold an election next May to vote him out. Now, under the circumstances, it's going to be an uphill battle for Han to close the gap before the polling day.
All right, thanks for that update, Victoria. Our correspondent, Victoria Jen, speaking to us from Taipei.